Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well and that you're having a good night. This is a different take on studying with Paximus. I thought I would do something a little different. As you can see from the video description, it says study with me with music. So there's still going to be music. And it's meanwhile studying with
Hey, everybody.
Paximus. Oh, I hope I'm hearing
Everybody's doing-
a double. There we go. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, studying with Paximus, episode 16, night edition. I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing thing. I probably won't do this all the time, but every now and then when I need to get a little extra work done, and who knows if you find it soothing, helpful, maybe I don't know, relaxing, then hopefully I can do it some more without without doing it all the time because I think it would be it'd be a little too much. If you're in the chat, let me know that you're here. I'd love to just kind of hear from you to see how you're doing. I know it's nighttime, so oh hey, hey, how's it going? Just got back from a quick photo shoot. Oh, of the Perseids. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Perseids, meteor shower. I heard about that actually. Um, Doing some astrophotography. Very cool. Very cool. With the coyote circling my favorite shooting spot. Not very cool. Not very cool. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you enjoy this more calm, soothing type of take on study with me. As you can see, I've kind of made it a little bit darker, a little bit more of the blue, pinkish, I guess, type of color. So again, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and do 45 minutes of straight study time because I think actually, you know what? Let me scratch that and reverse it. I think I'm gonna do 25 minutes of straight study time and then like 5 minute breaks, and we'll see how that goes. Um, Let me cue up some music to get it ready, and listening while in the field. Can't wait. Awesome. And thank you so much for joining. And just I hope that this is somewhat soothing, relaxing. My goal for tonight is not to play music that's kind of like the up tempo number, but it's to play something that's hopefully a little bit more low key. Because in some ways, the goal in some ways would be to help you fall asleep, essentially. So, um, let's see here. Yeah, exactly. It's a new edition. Whoa, Pax in the Dark. And I don't know if you can tell by the quality of the video, but it looks a bit pixelated and like low res and all that. Um, but we're taking a different approach for the night edition. Thank you for being here. I hope that the music that I play is soothing. And Aaron, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Eric, for joining as well. And I'm going to go ahead and start queuing up some music. We're going to do 25-minute Pomodoro technique study style instead of 45 minutes, and then we'll take 5-minute breaks. And you guys are free to, do whatever it is you need to. This is a little bit more low key, lo fi, and not so much strict to like, hey, we're studying 25 minutes straight. So hopefully you feel like you can relax a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start playing some music, and let's see. Okay. Here we go. And let me know if the music's maybe a little too loud or if it's maybe too soft, and then I can kind of adjust it for you guys. Not bad, about 25 per hour. Was hoping for 100 per hour. Posting a good snap to Insta in a few. Cool. Very cool. Nice. Cool. Nice level. All right. And like I mentioned, we're going to go to 25 minutes. So I'm going to reflect that right now. Sweet. Nice. Yeah, I thought I would take a softer approach because after all, it is nighttime. And if you need to go, you need to go so that you can fall asleep. Me, I'm going to be working on my master thesis and hopefully not fall asleep too much while I'm doing it. But I thought I'd, let's just see how this works out for us, and hopefully you enjoy the music as well. Hey, if you're still watching out there, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first of I don't know how many will be in the future, but this is the first of uh, Meanwhile Studying with Paximus Night Edition. Um, what kind of brought this on was that I needed to continue working on my master thesis. If you at any point in time are new here and checking this out, I do live streaming throughout the day um, where it's more upbeat music and just kind of motivating music. This, on the other hand, I chose to do a different route. I wanted to take a different route and be a little bit more low key, lo-fi. So, um, yeah, thank you if you are still here. And it seems like maybe Eric might be around. I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna continue working on my master thesis, and I have a lot of catching up to do. I got 4 weeks, pretty much about 4 weeks left uh, until I need to turn in my master thesis. There's 5 chapters, and I am done with 3. But even if I do finish all 5, let's say within the next 2 weeks, I still need to go through the revisions and then the process of actually applying for getting that master's taken care of. So it's, I don't want to say it's an arduous task, but it is a little challenging, that's for sure. So I think what I'll do, because it is break time, but it's actually supposed to be 5 minutes, so let me reduce that real quick. It's supposed to be like, at this point, it's supposed to be about 2 minutes, but we'll let it go for 5. We'll let it go for 5. And I will be back on live stream tomorrow morning. I just realized, however, that if you're someone who does subscribe to my channel, whether you see this on the replay or not, tomorrow I will be back at 9:50 in the morning Pacific time, and I will not be back in the afternoon at 4:50 because I am I'll still be doing my homework, but I'm going to be catching up with a friend of mine. His name's Hey Archer. He has a YouTube show that takes place near that time, so I want to be able to support him in that. And but then Friday morning I will be back at 9:50. So mark your calendars, 9:50 on Friday morning, and then again at 4:50 slash 16:50, if that makes sense. 16:50 Pacific time again. So I was thinking this is a totally different vibe, than I'm used to, because usually I kind of tend to hype things up a bit, but in this case, everything's low key, and I have some or it's actually pink and then blue lighting going on. I feel like it's story time somehow. Well, I will say it's not a bad sound. It's not distracting. But if you are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you would take a moment to consider subscribing, liking, and commenting on this video, sharing it with friends and family. And just know that I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays throughout the week at 4:50 p.m. Pacific time. That's when we do a Pomodoro technique of studying. So we will do 25-minute sessions and then 5-minute breaks, and we'll do that for about 2 hours. It really does help you stay productive, motivated, and then I'll be playing music in the background for you guys so that it doesn't feel like it's just, you know, like nothing's happening. Although for some people, they really do enjoy not having anything in the background. Something even like this, that you're hearing kind of those ambient sounds. Some people like over having like, music. So every now and then I'll switch it up to where there's no music, and then sometimes I'll just do a whole week worth of music. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I really look forward to seeing you guys in my normal live streams, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4:50 p.m. Pacific time. So until then, thank you so much. I am gonna keep working here, probably for the next say hour and a half or so. So thank you again for joining Meanwhile Studying with Paximus Night Edition. Hello out there. I am working on my Master Thesis right now. And if I can just get some of this situated here. There we go. Well, thank you. If you are still there, thank you so much for hanging out. I don't know if you can hear that, but It's supposed to kind of give off a nice vibe. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. This is a definite different vibe that I'm giving off. Let's see. Love the night sesh. Though I can't imagine that it would be good for your eyes. Yes and no. Yes and no. It's good for my eyes in one way because it's a little bit darker, so not everything's bright. These lights, that they may look bright, but they're actually not too bright on my eyes right now, so that's helpful. And I thought I'd try this out. I had a couple of guys on the live stream with me at nighttime when I started at 10 o'clock. I won't be doing this all the time. This is just so that I can keep working and finishing up, because tomorrow I need to turn in two questionnaire forms to head of schools, and I'm trying to get people to partake in my homework questionnaire, and they need to, they don't have to be in middle school, but that's the target for me for this particular part of my master thesis. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I, like I mentioned before, I'm not always going to do this, but when I do, you'll have some sort of notification that that says that, you know, it'll say the night edition, something like that, and you know, I'll do something where it's a little bit more low key. The music will definitely be more low key, more peaceful, dreamy, maybe euphoric in some regard. You know, piano sounds or guitar sounds, stuff like that. So, so again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yes, night mode. Exactly. And I am gonna keep working probably for another I would say 25 to 45 minutes, somewhere in between that. You know, I got to get some work done, and the good thing is I finished both questionnaires. Now I have to actually put together email to send it out. And you gotta really be careful how you phrase these questionnaires, because you want to make it as open-ended questions as possible, to where it's easy to answer these questions. Insomniac mode activated. Nice, nice. Yep, it's nice to have a stream here for the night owls. Well, and I really do hope you guys enjoy it. I've been told already that, so a lot has happened today, just today alone. I went live streamed twice already today. This is my third time. So like I mentioned, I won't do that all the time. But had some really good conversations with some guys that were in the chat session, and they kept asking if I'm going to be selling merch soon. So I literally had almost a half an hour conversation about that with some people that were in part of the sesh. The other thing is that for you guys that may not be aware, there is a contest that I am running. So right now I have about 196 subscribers. The contest is for us to get to 250. There's going to be 3 winners. I'm not going to mention what the prize is yet until we get to 200 subscribers, and then I'll make a video telling you exactly what the rules are and how you can enter and so on and so forth. But this is what the call to action for you would be if you are interested in entering, is once we get to 200 subscribers, I'll send out the video to notify everybody that I'm gonna ask that we try and get from 200 to 250, so 50 subscribers in 1 week. So I'm calling it the 1 week subscriber challenge. So I'm literally calling all my friends, family members, and students, former students, to see if they can help me reach that milestone. But we're not going to stop at 250. So after the 250, I'll announce the winners. There'll be 3 winners, and let's see here. There'll be 3 winners, and then we'll go to 500 subscribers. There'll be 3 winners again, but the rewards will be a little bit bigger. Not necessarily big as in products, but actually in service. So that's something to keep in mind. And then 800 will be the 3rd contest, and then the last contest, theoretically speaking, is 1,000 subscribers. So if you are interested in doing that, let's get me to 200 subscribers. I think we're almost there, actually. And a lot of people have been asking me for merch, which is, for me, I had no idea that people would even want some merch. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Oh. You'll fill out the questionnaire. Awesome. Maybe it's you can use it as part of the data. I'll see if I can send it to subscribers just to actually kind of get an idea of what everybody thinks about homework. That would be kind of cool, actually. Yes, me too. Awesome. You know what? I'll put you guys in just so that I'm aware. So Anonymous, Hedgehog, and Atlas. So here's the deal. In order to enter into the contest, you need to do a couple things. You need to subscribe to my channel. You need to like, comment, and share one of my videos with someone. I would hope that it would be a good comment and hopefully a like. And then after you do that, you go to my website and then you subscribe to my email list, and then you're done. That's it. So that's for you to enter. But what I'm asking my subscribers to do is to also do what I did in order to get from 0 to 100, and I think it was literally overnight. And in order to do that, you ask family and friends to support you. I know I did. I needed to reach out to as many people as I could, but to personalize each phone call or text message, whoever was available, and I would just talk to them, say, hey, you know what? I'm starting this YouTube channel. It's kind of part of this new journey that I'm taking. I would love if you could support me in this and follow me. And they were more than willing. So I went from 0 to 100 in about one day. It was 1 day. But everything's been organic. I like to do it organically because I like to build community and connections with people. So hopefully that makes sense. And in my mind, for the contest, I thought, well, what if one person reached out to 100 of their friends and family and said, hey, you know what? I would love it if you can actually support me and support my friend. His name's Paximus. He has a YouTube channel. And if you like his content, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share it with other people. And that's pretty much all you got to do. Now, it sounds simple enough, right? But it's actually kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get everybody to do that. But that's why I'm creating the challenge. Once we hit 200 subscribers, let's see if we can go to 250 in 1 week. And if we can do that in 1 week, there'll be like a bigger prize for the person who already subscribed before the 200. Does that make sense? Because I already have a list of subscribers and whatnot. Although it is easier to figure that out if they sign up for my email list. So there's ways around it. Oh, good question. So in order to submit to the email list, you go to www.paximusenterprises.com and you go to the very bottom of the homepage, and on the very bottom it says get on the list, and then you just put in your first and last name and email address, and then you're good to go. Like I said, I'll make a video so that it's clear what the rules are and everything, but I'm just letting you guys know since we're here right now. So hopefully that is that clear it up a little bit. And I don't know about you guys, but I actually like this toned down blue pink kind of setting. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so I am gonna I'm gonna be working probably for another 25 minutes. I'll be kind of in and out and everything like that. Let me know what you guys like in terms of music, because I'm open to suggestions. If you guys want me to change up the mood a little bit, I can do that. Cool. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and for doing that. Um, that's pretty much what I did. I went from 0 to 100 in about a day. It was like a day or a day and a half, something like that. And in my head, I'm thinking like, that's totally doable. If one person was to just share with family and friends, say, hey, you guys got to check this out. This guy's got a YouTube channel and check it out. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe, because hopefully he'll be able to do more. And that's my goal, is to do more of this stuff. Kind of like a study session at night every now and then. But I'm not going to do it all the time. My goal is to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, kind of like the usual time that I normally do. Love the lights and colors. It's very pop music, video-esque. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are my favorite colors, to be honest. These are what I like to call like the 80s, like neon music video vibe type of colors. So hopefully that makes sense. So that contest is going to be up and running as soon as we hit 200 subscribers, which I actually don't know how many subscribers I have right now. I think I have 196. So I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 196. So it would be like just 4 more, and then I would be able to kind of let everybody know what they're going for in terms of a prize. There's going to be 3 prizes for 3 winners once we hit 250, and then hopefully we can keep going beyond that. So that'd be fun. I love the 80s neon style. Nice. So techno trance, are you asking to play that kind of music, or are you talking about just the vibe of it, of everything? Just so that you're aware, I will be on live streaming tomorrow morning at 9:50 in the morning. I will not be live streaming in the afternoon, but then I'll be back Friday in the morning at 9:50, and then at 4:50, which is the usual time, 4:50 in the afternoon. And I feel like I know you guys. I should know. I know Atlas. Anonymous Hedgehog. I'm not sure yet. I always forget if I know you or not. But I'm sure glad you guys are here hanging out. I totally appreciate it. Can you please explain the potato thing? The potato thing. What potato thing? I'm so confused by it. I'm confused too. What potato thing? Are you I think you might be referring to Meanwhile Tidbits with Paximus. Okay, just give me a second. Hold on. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So let's see. Oh, you're from MCS. Awesome. 2020 graduating class. Sweet. Excuse me. Gotcha. So the Tidbits with Paximus, episode 3. So tidbits altogether. I've gotten a couple of questions, so you're not the only one. I've gotten a couple of questions as to what the point of those episodes are, and there is no point. It's my crack at trying to it's my humor. It's literally the kind of things that I do since I was a little kid. I would do random stuff. Like if I wasn't out playing baseball, because that's usually what I would do with friends and family, I'd be playing baseball at the park or soccer or something. Um, I pretty much would be at home trying to figure out what to do because I would be so bored. And I would spend most of my time during the summer, especially, calling friends saying, hey, do you want to go hang out? Do you want to do this and that? But all of them are gone on summer vacation. Apparently my family doesn't believe in summer vacations. So anyways, so I would do random stuff just for fun, right? So the whole point of the potato, there is no point to the potato. It's really, I forget where I did see it somewhere there though. It was an idea that I had before I saw this movie, but when I was a kid and then I saw the movie, I was like, oh, I'm going to do that even, I did it. I took a different approach, but there's a movie called Benny and June. It's a movie with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp and Mary Stuart Masterson. If you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, that's okay because it was a while ago. But it's with Johnny Depp and Mary Stuart Masterson, and the movie's called Benny and June. This guy, played by Johnny Depp, is super weird, but very comical. If you guys are aware of an actor called Buster Keaton, he does a lot of physical comedy around the time that Charlie Chaplin was around. So Buster Keaton did a lot of physical comedy, and so essentially Johnny Depp's character likes Buster Keaton so much that he's acting like him. He plays like him, and he's very eccentric like him. So there's a scene of Johnny Depp with, and you don't see it from the get go. You just you kind of see Johnny Depp's arm behind him, but you do see potatoes boiling in a pot behind him, and then one potato's like on the table, and there's music, big band music playing, and then out of nowhere, smack, he just smacks it, and then starts making mashed potatoes because it's boiled, so it's soft. He's able to mash it with a tennis racket. And I hadn't remembered about that until this year when we went through the quarantine thing. It just kind of came up, and I said that'd be a fun tidbit, but I didn't get it from that, if that makes sense. Like, I thought of that before I even saw the movie, and then when I saw the movie, I did it again, but I did it differently. And then, years later, as I'm older, you know, yeah. So there is no point. There is no point to it. It's just supposed to be lame. In this case, for you guys, Mr. Pax humor, if that makes sense. Because I can see that you guys are from MCS, so that's awesome. I love that you guys are from MCS. It almost reminds me of Bill Wirtz's 10 to 20 second videos. Now, you might kill me, but who is that? I have no idea who that is. I'm actually going to write that down. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and start the clock at 25 minutes. You guys are more than welcome, of course, to hang out. But if you can't, no worries. I would love if you can just give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And remember, share with family and friends that they would hopefully subscribe to this channel and that you guys would enter into the contest. I would love that. I would love it if you can do that. And I will be back live streaming tomorrow morning at 9:50 a.m. in the morning. And we'll kind of go with our regular, upbeat type of vibe. There are no words capable of explaining. Yes. Okay. Hey, wait. Before you start the clock. Yes. Before I start the clock, what's up? And that was the other thing. I am putting together, just as a side note, a list of things to consider to actually sell for merchandise, because I've had more than 20 people already ask when I'm gonna be selling merch, which is, it's unreal. I never thought of that, to be honest. But now I have a subscriber. His name's Eric. He's actually going to be making some designs for me, which I didn't ask him to. He offered, which is awesome. And then another subscriber named Andrew, who said that he was going to make some designs for me as well. So, I mean, this is awesome that we're all together in community, able to connect this way. And, if you guys want merch, I would love to have merch. I'd love to have like a coffee cup that says, "Meanwhile, studying with Paximus. Note takers are history makers." Something like that. That'd be fun. Better say it quick. Okay, I have a song that's kind of got the night retro ambient theme that matches the stream. Should I share? So I would love if you shared it. The only issue, though, is that I play music that is copyright free. Otherwise, my video gets flagged. So it has to be 100% copyright free. And I need to know where the source is truly coming from, because all my music that I play, even these sounds that you're listening to, which is pretty calming actually, they're all from epidemicsound.com, and this is not sponsored by epidemicsound.com. I pay for the licensure and subscription per month. So it you can still share it with us. Just let us know if it's copyright or not, and I'll look into it. And I would still play it, for myself. Uh, just probably not on the stream, but I would write it down and make a note of it. Yeah, yeah. YouTube copyright stuff. Yeah, cool. So what I'll do is I'll put 25 minutes on the clock. I will still answer your comments or questions as the music's playing. Usually I don't do that, but I think in this case it's fine. So if you guys are hanging out, just let me know in the comments or in the chat uh, any questions you have about the merch stuff or the contest stuff or what I'm going to be doing. Later on with this channel, what stuff I have planned or whatever. I'd be more than willing to talk with you guys. I'll probably be typing it versus talking actually, but I'll still be communicating with you guys. So thank you guys so much for hanging out on Meanwhile, Studying with Paximus, the night edition. Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a good night wherever you may be. We started this live stream at 10 p.m. tonight. I'm on the West Coast, for those who are wondering. And this was my third live stream today. I normally don't live stream this amount of times, but I'm working on a Master Thesis right now. So it's kind of nice to be able to work on that and hopefully catch up, because I'm actually playing catch up right now, trying to finish my Master Thesis. And my Master Thesis is on homework, the topic of homework. Super passionate about education, and I'm super passionate about people rethinking and putting basically a recourse on homework. For those of you who know me well enough, you know that I've been an educator for the last 8 years or so, and I've been actually asked to give presentations. This was pre-pandemic, by the way, because people had heard that I was doing a master thesis on the subject of homework. So I've been asked to talk about my knowledge and my research on the issue of homework, which has been really awesome. But once we went into COVID-19 and the whole pandemic thing happened, things changed, and dramatically. So, but I'm still passionate about people and growing a community, and I totally believe in this community that we have here on this channel. For those of you who just started to subscribe, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting and leaving the nice comments that you've been leaving. It's really, really kind of you to do that. I really appreciate that. At the end of the day, what I do here is I try and do education, everything under the umbrella of education. But at the end of the day, I definitely like to connect with you, getting to know who you are, and essentially just, share this common purpose of being able to either study, focus on content that you need to, or maybe be productive. Maybe you need motivation or encouragement. And it's not like I'm this, perfect being or anything who's always going to be encouraging you, but hopefully this would be a place where you feel encouraged and relaxed. And I would really highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel and like it and share with family and friends. And thank you so much for being part of this small and yet growing community that we're starting to build with this channel. I love it. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, here we go. I'm doing great. I'm loving this stream. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Now, of course, as you can tell, I have to kind of keep down my voice because there's people in the house that are sleeping. So I'm trying to keep it down. I have some personal stuff I'm working on, so this is nice to work alongside you. And Atlas, you bring up a good point also, because there are people, especially with what's been happening in this pandemic. There's another reason why I did this, is because it allows people who, let's face it, there's a lot of depression, anxiety among people out there. And me being one of them, I suffer from issues with depression and anxiety and panic attack. But I don't let that overtake me. And I'm proactive of trying to always do better and do things that are conducive to my health, helpful to my health. So I noticed that there were people who I've connected with in this last week who have said that this was a place of refuge. They didn't feel alone because they essentially are alone during the quarantine. So they have their like one room apartment, or maybe there's a whole family there, but they don't have their own space, and so they're trying to find their own space in the house, whatever the case may be. And this is just a nice place where they can kind of connect with others and not feel so alone. So, well, as you can kind of hear, that music, it's a little bit more of an upbeat thing, because we don't always want to stay down in the dumps, So again, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for liking it, for liking any one of my videos, and sharing it with your family and friends. We do have a contest that people are. I'm inviting everybody to. Excuse me, I have a lot of hiccups. Excuse me. Inviting people to partake into that contest. I believe I have 196 subscribers, or 198. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you guys. So I went, once I get to 200 subscribers, I'm going to put out a video. And that video is going to have detailed information about this contest coming up. And it's going to be a 1-week challenge to challenge people out there to get all their friends and family to subscribe to my channel, and also to subscribe to my email list that's on my website, which is www.paximusenterprises.com. And at the very bottom of the homepage screen, and I'll put this in the video, by the way, but at the very bottom of the homepage screen, it just says get on the list. You put in your first and last name and your email address, and you're automatically entered once you've also subscribed to my YouTube channel. So, and shared and all that stuff. So, that's one part of the contest. 250 subscribers. Once we get there, I'll name 3 winners, and then we'll do another contest to get to 500 subscribers, and then another at 800, and then finally to see if we can get to 1,000. So definitely share it with family and friends, guys. And thank you so much for being here. I will be back live streaming tomorrow morning at 9:50 in the morning. So it's Pacific time on the West Coast. So it's 9:50 in the morning. And I will also be live streaming on Friday in the morning at 9:50, and Friday afternoon at 4:50 p.m. So thank you guys. Thank you. And apparently we're going to be working on some merch ideas. I have a couple people who are designing some stuff for me. I didn't ask them to; they just wanted to, and I'm floored, to be honest. It's really cool that this community is coming together, and I don't know, it's just awesome. So, well, it's that time for me to get going, and I really hope that you have a wonderful night, that you're able to sleep, rest, and hopefully join me in the morning at 9:50 Pacific time on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Remember, be kind and rewind. I'll see you later.